Good morning. It's been 2 days since we got back from our holiday, and it was actually absolutely amazing to be able to get away from city life. And I came back looking really tan, and what do you know, my lips is sunburned, and also my face got an allergic reaction to sunscreen. Because on that day when we went for a drive and then we were going to swim, I forgot the sunscreen that I normally use, so I ended up using the Nivea sunscreen, which I forgot I was totally allergic to. So luckily that happened on our last day. So I came back with a really dry face and it feels a bit crusty. Now, at the moment is slowly going back to normal because I have been taking the allergy pills, and in conjunction with that, I douse myself with a moisturizer, and the moisturizer that I was using is this Cetaphil moisturizing lotion, and this one is for very dry and sensitive skin. Now luckily I bought this one beforehand because I normally like the feeling of like really thick moisturizer in my face before bed, because even though I have oily skin, I still have to moisturize my face. Oh my god, my nose is bleeding. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. Anyway, I really like the feeling of a very moisturized skin. That's why I bought this, and luckily I have this on hand. And in conjunction with this moisturizer, I also use the sample size of the Body Shop Oils of Life just to add more moisture since I'm really dry. Like up to this point I'm still quite dry, but it's definitely looking normal than usual. And another cream that I use is the hydrocortisone cream that I featured in my favorites like way back then. So I got the sensitive one, and this is what it looks like. So basically this ointment heals anything. So this one is great for skin irritations, which I got, sunburn, itching, and rashes as well. So I put this on my lips, and then I put this on my face. The areas that were really inflamed was my cheek area, my forehead, and a little bit of my chin. So I put this on those areas before my moisturizer, and it seemed to work well. Like, yeah, it's great. So that's what I have been dealing. That's why like I have not been really putting a lot of makeup. And then when I went back to work, I decided that I needed a foundation that would actually moisturize my face a little bit instead of mattifying it, because it will just accentuate the crusties that I have in my face. So I went back to using the NARS Sheer Glow foundation in the shade Syracuse, which matches my skin perfectly since I've gotten really dark. Now when I'm on my normal shade, it seemed to be a bit darker since it has that brown undertone, but whenever I use the shade Up, which is Barcelona, it's quite light on my skin. So what I normally do is just mix this with my lighter foundation. It seemed to work well. So I've been having great makeup day for the past 2 days by using this and a shit ton of makeup spray. So for that I just use Australia's makeup finishing spritz, because this seems to be quite hydrating. At the same time, I love the rose smell, so it's great. Hi! So it's been about 2 weeks since the Cuba Dupa festival, and I forgot that I didn't have any intro for that video, so here's my intro. So a couple of weeks ago, we celebrated the Cuba Dupa festival over the weekend. So that was March 25 and 26, if I'm right. But yeah, so those 2 weekends are solely dedicated to Cuba Festival, which is like a Latin American inspired festival, because hence the name. Cuba Street is actually known for its very colorful, hippie but cool kind of vibes. That's along that long street. That's actually where you can find a lot of weird and interesting things in terms of food, shopping, and music. And my favorite part is probably the food, because as we all know, if you live in Wellington, Fidel's is one of the best cafes in Wellington, hands down. From the coffee to the food to the cabinet food, it's just amazing. And then there's a few like Mexican places and Italian and other stuff here and there, but you know. And Cuba Street is also my favorite street for thrift shopping, although it's so expensive to thrift shop in Wellington. But I mean, hey, you can find good stuff, just as long as you have patience. But yeah, so I didn't get to go to both weekends. I only went on a Saturday, since I start work at 7 and I finish at 4, so obviously the night is still young, and then basically the street party goes on until, I don't know, probably 11ish. So yeah, so the Cuba Street was shut down, and there's heaps of food, heaps of stalls, heaps of performances here and there that's happening, and I managed to capture a few, which is so great. And yeah, we basically just had fun despite the weather being so rainy. I reckon that was the best festival that I've ever been so far. Hope you guys enjoy the snippets that I got from the festival, and I will catch you on my next vlog. Bye.